is Ian Desher, Digital Marketing Specialist for Pivot, talking to you now. I want to welcome you all to today's webinar. We're going to be talking about third-party applications for Facebook contests. But before we do that, as normal, I'll talk about some of the news from the last couple of weeks. And even before that, I just wanted to make a quick mention of our Picket Pro Challenge. Right now, if you would like to play along with us in our Picket Pro Challenge, this is one that we're doing in partnership with DASCOM, and a lot of our friends and clients are playing our version of it. I think there's a chance to win an iPad too as part of the challenge. So if you'd like to play that, you can sign up to play it at picketprochallenge.com. Right now it's going through the NFL season. We're about halfway through that, but there's still plenty of time to make picks for this weekend's games, and anybody who plays along will have a chance to win that iPad and some of the other prizes. Also, just a note that if you're interested, I know that some of the people who are on the call today are actually running Picket right now for the NFL season. If any of you are interested in a college football tournament this winter, we usually do a Picket series for the bowl games. You can email Katie Goodell here in our office at katie@askpivot.com, and that email address is right there on the bottom. So launching into the news, Facebook launched its long-awaited iPad application, and what's being said about it is that it's more than just sort of a tablet-friendly version of Facebook. It's really, in many ways, acting as its own sort of mobile operating system. And so you can see a screenshot of that here, and I'd be interested to hear what you all think about this iPad application when it comes to Facebook. A really interesting study came out, at least something that I was really interested in. For any of you who use outside services to post to Facebook, this is some research that's done showing how customers engage with your posts based on how you posted them. So you can see Facebook at the top there. There's about 1% engagement when you're posting directly to Facebook. But then once you start using other services like Hootsuite, Sendable, things like that, pushing Twitter feeds to your Facebook page, that really starts to bring your engagement way down in terms of people engaging with the posts on your company pages. I thought this was a really fascinating thing because I never would have suspected that posts from sort of pre-scheduled posts have less engagement than direct Facebook posts, but it is actually a pretty significant difference there. And I would suggest maybe a couple of reasons for this. First of all, it could be that posts that you schedule in advance tend not to be sort of the moment in the same way that posts that you put directly on your Facebook page are, and so therefore they're maybe not quite as relevant to people who are listening or are watching your Facebook page. And second of all, it could just be that people see there as you post it, powered by Hootsuite or whatever it is, sent via Hootsuite or any of the others, and maybe they say, hey, this isn't, the company is just sort of planning things. They're not really trying to engage. I mean, maybe there's almost sort of a distrust of those services in terms of whether or not it's really true engagement on the company's part. So again, just an interesting study and something that I thought was worth pointing out to you all. LinkedIn introduced company status updates in the last couple weeks. To me, this is not particularly groundbreaking. I mean, this is something that already happens on Facebook company pages. So really, it's sort of LinkedIn catching up with, with what Facebook is doing. But now your company can in fact share its own status updates if you want to do that. And this, as you see here, is the email that I received about it, telling you all the benefits of sharing company updates. But just know that you can do that now with LinkedIn, and it's probably something that you should do, certainly for big updates when your company has them. And then last time, on the last webinar, one of our helpful listeners asked me to talk a little bit about Facebook recommendations on company pages. This is another new item that Facebook has added recently, and I didn't know a whole lot about it when she pointed it out to me. But basically, what it is now is that you'll see on the side of your company page, or when you visit other company pages, you'll see these windows that allow you to write a recommendation of a particular company, and then to view the recommendations that have been written by other people. This is a great way to, ask your customers who really are your fans and really appreciate what you've done to reach out to them and say, hey, would you mind giving us a good word on your company on our company page? And then not only, can other people who like your company on Facebook, or people who are just checking out your company on Facebook who aren't yet likers, not only can they see, who's liking your page, but now they can actually read something from one of your customers that says, hey, these people are really doing great work. So something that I would definitely recommend that you all use. There's that word again, recommend. I would recommend that you all use it, but not only that you might actually make a push to your likers, to go and recommend you on Facebook. I mean, obviously you can't, as I always say about Yelp, you can't force a good recommendation, but you can certainly ask. You can certainly post, post, hey, Facebook has added this new recommendations option. If you're feeling the love today, would you please drop by and recommend us? So just know about that feature. And now I'm going to jump into our focus topic, which is not understanding the new Facebook changes. Forgive this old slide that did not get updated for this week. No, in fact, we are talking about the Facebook contest third-party applications. And as we start into that focus, I want to remind you why this is an important topic. You may not be able to see these promotions guidelines on the screen here, but in fact, Facebook does have some pretty strict guidelines when it comes to promotions, which includes contests, sweepstakes, any sort of other thing like that on their page or within Facebook. And one of the requirements that they have is, and you can see it there under number 1 if you can read this, promotions on Facebook must be administered within appsonfacebook.com. So they really are requiring that you use a third-party app and not use just the Facebook wall or things like that, or the Facebook photo album features, anything like that. And you can see that under number 3 there, that it says you really can't use built-in Facebook functionality to run your contests through. So given that, we wanted to just do a little review of some of the third-party applications that are out there. And today I'd like to talk through 5 different options, 5 of the best companies out there that you might consider using if you are thinking about running a Facebook contest. And I've ranked these, so in typical David Letterman fashion, we'll count down starting at 5. But first, let me tell you a little bit what I'm going to talk about. First, I'm going to give you a sample of how it looks and how it works, just so you can sort of see this particular item in action. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about exactly how it's set up or how it works, what the sort of unique thrust of each of these 5 is. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about public opinion. I'll look at what the reviews look like for these particular apps, or in one case, how many likers they have, and then also how many people are using it on a regular monthly basis. And I think these are some of the most important numbers to look at when you're considering which third-party applications to use. I've said before that, at least personally, whenever I go to use an application, one of the first things I look at is, well, how many people are actually using this, and what do the reviews say? And if it's, if it's gotten pretty bad reviews, or if only a small number of people are using it, then those are applications that I tend to shy away from, no matter how good what they're promising is. And finally, I'll look at pricing, which of course is the other big factor that you'll want to keep in mind when you run a Facebook contest. So the first one I want to talk about is friend to friend. This is a sample here that we're looking at. It's a little fuzzy, but it's a sample of a campaign that Friend to Friend developed for Tom Shoes, which is a sort of company that everyone here at Pivot is sort of fascinated by in terms of the good that they do. To design their own original boxes for Tom's shoes. They could add their designs to them. But all of their examples that Friend to Friend had were things where it was fostering customer engagement and not necessarily contests. And that actually falls into line with the next topic, which is sort of how Friend to Friend works. They're actually a solution, and this is of the 5 that I'm talking about today, they're the only one like this. They're actually a solution that is really just intended to build you a snazzy-looking solution for your Facebook page to add into a Facebook tab. So their expertise is in building pages in FBML, which is it's customized that you add to your page so much as it is a service that will build something custom for you. But as you can see here from this screenshot, they do, and so that is something that they're pretty familiar with doing and something that they focus on a bit. In terms of, now this is as I said, there's going to be one example where I'm telling you how many people like it, not how many people are using it. Because it is not specifically an app, I can't give you the reviews or the number of people using it regularly. But it's got a little over 5,000 likers, which is certainly a respectable number. Pretty impressive. Universal Studios uses them a lot to advance or to promote movies. North Face used them for a promotion about ultra-marathoning and things like that. And then pricing. Now this is the big if with Friend to Friend is that the pricing is unknown. When you go to learn about pricing, this is what you get. You get a message that you can send to them to start the inquiry process. And so they don't even offer any hint about pricing on their page. And given their client list, I imagine that their prices are fairly high. But they do say also that they work with small businesses. So just know that if you are interested in looking at Friend to Friend, it could be something where you're at least going to have to go through the process with them of them learning about what you want to do and then them quoting you a price based on that. Number 4, then, the fourth best one I thought is called Votigo. Here's an example of this was a customized photo contest that appeared on a special microsite for Chipotle, but it was also integrated with their Facebook page as well, so people could enter from their Facebook page as well. And so you can see here that they've built a custom interface for people to use and to be able to enter this contest. And of course, the screenshot here is after the contest is over. How it works, Votigo has a lot of different types of Facebook applications that are geared toward multiple purposes. If you look at the sort of submenu on the screenshot of their website, you get a sense of what they do: photo contests, video contests, sweepstakes, and things like that. And again, similar to Friend to Friend, they're in the business of building customized FBML tabs for people. In terms of the public opinion, they have 1,000 monthly active users, though I couldn't find anything about reviews for them. Again, I think that's because Votigo, they have a lower number of users. I think partially because they tend to work with somewhat bigger clients, but also because there's nothing that you can get on Votigo for free, which is different than some of the other services I'm going to be showing you. And you can see that when we look at the prices here. The prices for Votigo, there are 2 levels of pricing. The first price is the self-service platform, and that includes photo and video contests and sweepstakes. It's only available with an integration to your Facebook page, and it comes with some limited reporting tools. But then and that's for $250 is their price for that, and then they have this offer going on currently. With premium solutions, again, you have to call them to ask about the price there. It allows for branded applications, galleries, polls, coupons, and other things, along with all the other contests. And allows you to customize your registration and gives you a much broader set of reporting tools as well. So that's number 4. That's Votigo. Then there's number 3,